Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Environment Matters. I'm Greg Adolphson.
And I'm Kelly Gillenwater. The recovery continues for West Virginia communities affected by what meteorologists say was a once-in-a-thousand-year flood event.
And left behind as the waters receded, mountains of debris washed from homes and businesses, all of which had to be cleared away so the rebuilding could start.
The DEP's Homeland Security and Emergency Response Unit continues to work with local emergency officials to separate hazardous waste from flood debris disposal areas. The DEP's Jake Glantz caught up with one team working near Clendenin, and he joins us now with the details.
Greg, Kelly, it's hot, dirty work that's a lot like looking for needles in a haystack that just keeps getting bigger and bigger. The trucks just keep coming, every single one loaded to the top with soggy remnants of the June 23rd flood. As the loads are dumped, crews use heavy equipment to sort it into piles to be loaded onto other trucks and sent off to a landfill for disposal, all the while keeping a careful watch for the telltale signs of potentially hazardous material.
Our job is to collect any hazardous materials that are brought into the debris collection sites. The folks that are over there unloading the trucks, when they encounter flammable paint, gas cylinders, pesticides, aerosols, things like that, they'll pull it out for us and put it in our collection area.
The hazardous waste is separated by category and placed in sealed drums for later disposal.
We characterize it: flammable, acidic, basic, toxic, and then if we're not sure, then we have to run some tests on it to see if it's flammable and see what the pH is.
Because this is mostly household debris, about the biggest container crews encounter is a 5-gallon can, so it takes a sharp eye to spot potential hazards, like these plastic jugs filled with an unknown liquid. In this case, the contents turned out to be a type of hand cleaner that could be disposed of with the standard waste, but better safe than sorry.
As far as hazardous materials goes, we've collected probably about a dozen or so drums here in Kanawha County of various things. Lots of propane cylinders, some flammable paint, pesticides, aerosols, gasoline, flammable liquids like paint thinners, things like that. Little bit of ammunition has come in, which we'll dispose of as well. And really just about anything hazardous that comes out of a home is what we're getting.
Sorting hazardous materials following a flood is a typical part of the DEP's Homeland Security and Emergency Response Unit's duties.
This is my fourth or fifth flood that I've worked. First one here in Kanawha County, but there's been ones down in Mingo County and Wyoming County and Logan County and other places. This is the biggest that I've ever worked.
The DEP will collect the hazardous waste from the June flood and then find a contractor to properly dispose of it. Depending on what the type of waste is, it'll either be taken to a special hazardous waste landfill or to an incinerator or other approved disposal method. For Environment Matters, I'm Jake Glantz.
Thanks, Jake. The Environmental Enforcement Group from the DEP's Division of Water and Waste Management also worked with Homeland Security and Emergency Response to coordinate the collection of tanks and drums containing hazardous materials.